The culinary world has lost one of its most vibrant, bold, and unforgettable stars, Anne Burrell, the beloved celebrity chef known for her dynamic presence on Food Network. And her fierce culinary style has tragically passed away at the age of 55. Her sudden death on June 17, 2025, at her Brooklyn home has left fans, colleagues, and the entire food entertainment community in shock. But even in her final hours, Anne brought joy and laughter to those around her. Performing in an improv show the night before her untimely passing, today, we look back at her remarkable career, her final performance, the legacy she leaves behind, and the tributes pouring in from those who loved her. Anne Burrell wasn't just a chef. She was a force of nature. With her signature spiky blonde hair, electric personality, and booming voice, she made her mark on Food Network through shows like Worst Cooks in America, Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, and countless appearances on culinary competitions. But her journey to fame was one built on talent, grit, and an unapologetic passion for cooking. Born in Cazenovia, New York, Anne's culinary journey began with humble roots. She studied at the Culinary Institute of America and later trained in Italy, soaking in the flavors and traditions that would influence her cooking style for years to come. Her early career took her through top kitchens, including working alongside Mario Batali, and eventually led to her own spotlight on national television. She brought fire to every episode of Worst Cooks in America, where she mentored hopeless home cooks and transformed them into competent kitchen warriors. Her tough love approach, mixed with humor and heart, earned her a loyal fan base, whether she was yelling across the kitchen or offering heartfelt encouragement. Anne was always authentic, always herself. But what truly defined Anne was not just her ability to teach and cook, but her passion for performance. She saw the kitchen as a stage, and every dish was a showpiece. That love for performance extended beyond food and into improv comedy, a lesser-known but important part of her life. In what would tragically become her final public appearance, Anne performed in an improv show at Second City in Brooklyn on the night of June 16th. According to the venue, she brought her usual joy, boldness, and contagious spirit to the stage. A selfie taken that night shows Anne smiling widely, full of life and energy, never hinting at what the next morning would bring. Second City paid tribute to Anne in a heartfelt Instagram post, calling her a vibrant part of their New York training center community, and brought joy, boldness, and an unwavering yes and spirit. The statement read, "Her enthusiasm was contagious, her presence unforgettable. Our thoughts go out to Anne's family and loved ones." That vibrant performance only hours before her death is perhaps one of the most haunting and poetic parts of this story. Anne was doing what she loved, connecting with people, making them laugh, and living fully. There were no signs of illness or distress during the show, making the news of her passing all the more jarring. The next morning, on June 17th, just before 8 a.m., New York police were called to a Brooklyn address matching Anne's personal details. The call reported an unconscious and unresponsive 55-year-old female. Emergency medical services responded quickly but found Anne had already passed. She was pronounced dead at the scene. As of now, the cause of her death is pending the results of an autopsy by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. Anne's family was the first to confirm the heartbreaking news. In a statement released to E! News, they described her as a beloved wife, sister, daughter, stepmother, and friend. Their words painted the picture of someone whose warmth extended far beyond the screen. Her smile lit up every room she entered. Anne's light radiated far beyond those she knew, touching millions across the world. Though she is no longer with us, her warmth, spirit, and boundless love remain eternal. The outpouring of grief and love from the culinary world was immediate. Fellow chefs and colleagues took to social media to share their memories and heartbreak. Carla Hall, a fellow Food Network star and Top Chef alum, described Anne as an incredible cook and teacher, and simply added, "Fierce, she will be missed." The capital letters said it all, and didn't just enter a room, she owned it. Ming Tsai, known for his show East Meets West, expressed his sorrow by writing, "This is so sad. We lost a good one here." And Chris Valdez, a Food Network star contestant, called her a true culinary force, bold, passionate, and unforgettable. He added, "Her fire, laughter, and love for food inspired so many." These tributes showed just how deeply Anne impacted not just viewers, but her peers, people who understood the pressures and intensity of the culinary world. She stood out among them, not just for her talent, but for her authenticity. Her fans also flooded social media with tributes. Clips from Worst Cooks in America resurfaced, showing and mentoring contestants with her classic mix of sarcasm, support, and sass. Others shared personal stories of meeting her at events or being inspired by her shows to pursue their own culinary dreams. The comment sections are filled with people saying, "She felt like a friend. She made me believe I could cook, and she got me through hard times with her energy." Anne Burrell's death has opened conversations about health and stress in the culinary industry, a profession known for long hours and high intensity. While it's too soon to speculate on what caused her sudden passing, it has served as a reminder of how precious and unpredictable life can be. As we await official information on her cause of death, the focus remains on celebrating her life. And wasn't just a TV chef, she was a cultural figure who made cooking exciting, accessible, and fun. She showed us that you could be loud, proud, and still be taken seriously in a traditionally male-dominated profession. One of the most remarkable things about Anne was her ability to connect with audiences of all ages. Kids adored her because she made food fun, adults admired her confidence and skill, and aspiring chefs respected her fearless approach to everything from risotto to relationships. She lived boldly in her career, in her personality, and in her interactions. She also represented resilience and faced criticism throughout her career, whether it was about her cooking style, her tough demeanor on screen, or her place in a male-heavy industry. But she never let it dim her light. She once said in an interview, "I'm not here to be someone else's version of a chef, I'm here to be me." That quote now echoes as a powerful reminder of her authenticity. As we say goodbye to Anne Burrell, we remember her not just for what she cooked, but for how she made us feel. Her passing is a reminder that the people who light up the room the most are sometimes taken far too soon, and leaves behind a grieving family, loving friends, and millions of fans who will never forget her laughter, her lessons, and her legacy. The culinary world has lost a giant, but Anne's impact will continue through the countless people she inspired, from chefs to home cooks to improv students. As her family said, though she is no longer with us, her warmth, spirit, and boundless love remain eternal. That is the Anne Burrell we'll always remember, fierce, fabulous, and full of life. Rest in peace, Anne. You truly were one of a kind.